Hello everybody, this is Albert with Green Tea House. I hope you're doing well today. Today we're going to continue the series on how to bring in men who traditionally don't drink tea to drinking tea. Now before we begin, if you haven't done so already, please visit us here at the tea store. Also, subscribe and hit the notification bell so these episodes come fresh to you, and post a comment. This is episode 3 in the series on how to bring the typical American or Texan man to drinking tea. So I definitely will put banners up here for the previous installments. So let's get to it. So in the first couple of installments, we kind of give like a general groundwork, a framework as to why men should be drinking tea in terms of the historical significance, the global significance. Today I want to talk about the health reasons. Now we do have some episodes here just in the general health of Camellia sinensis, the tea plant. We also have episodes here to be a little skeptical of some of the health claims that certain unscrupulous people would say that the tea plant will give you. I've mentioned before in the episodes on Pu'er how during the Beijing Olympics, Pu'er was really pushed on the market as being a weight loss tea. And certainly Pu'er has historically been drunk by the Southwestern Chinese people for weight loss, and it can be good for cholesterol. But there's never really been any studies showing that Pu'er will in fact make you lose weight. You think about also Dr. Oz about 10 years ago was pushing green tea extract on his show. And then later he got in trouble for doing that and he was fined. So we kind of have to look at the kind of the empirical evidence about the health benefits of tea and kind of have a nuanced look at it. But what do we know about Camellia sinensis? In terms of other items on the planet, whether it be Arabica, Robusta coffee beans, or certain vegetables, certain spices, green tea in particular has a very high antioxidant load. Antioxidants fight against free radical damage, inflammation in the body, and whatnot. So it does help us to drink tea, absolutely, and especially the more pristine teas, which would be green tea and white tea. Now, is this something that's going to impact men in your life into drinking tea? It might. I mentioned how at least twice a month, I'll get a couple come in. Normally they're an older couple, and the guy is kind of just grudgingly coming in, and he'll say, yeah, my doctor told me I got to stop drinking coffee because of it raises my pulse and blood pressure, and you start drinking tea. What teas here tastes like coffee? So we will get these people. So I think like with a lot of things in life, it's how receptive are they to the product or whatnot. And lots of times, like with religious evangelism, right? People aren't going to listen until they hit a certain point in their life where there'll be more opportunity to listen to it. And I think with men and tea, men who are not exposed to tea really, it kind of be the same thing. Like maybe it's going to be the health reasons that they have to stop drinking tea, because as we talked about in previous episodes, coffee affects your body on the cardiovascular level, meaning it's going to raise your pulse, it's going to raise your blood pressure. You're definitely going to feel the caffeine coursing through your veins. And there's definitely health benefits to coffee, don't get me wrong. Tea affects your body in a fundamentally different way, and we don't really have time to talk about it here, but it does not affect your cardiovascular system at all. So you won't raise your pulse, it won't raise your blood pressure and whatnot. Plus you're getting all the antioxidants benefits of it. So if you have a man in your life who maybe his health isn't the best, then maybe he's going to be receptive to the message of tea is honestly the healthiest beverage on the planet. And so you have to maybe bring it up to them, and they're like, yeah, I don't want to hear, I want to keep drinking my beer. But it'll be in the back of their head, back of their mind. And then when they have a health problem, maybe they have to go through surgery, or maybe they have a stroke or a heart attack, or maybe they won't listen to you because you're the spouse or the significant other, but they're going to listen to the doctor when the doctor says you need to stop drinking coffee. Then maybe at that point they're going to be receptive. Will the typical man be receptive to, hey, you need to drink more tea because it's good for you? Some will. And the same thing for tisanes, otherwise known as herbals. There's going to be some guys, maybe they hear that cinnamon tea is really good for pre-diabetes and regulating blood glucose levels, and maybe they don't want to be taking metformin, or they don't want to become diabetic, and so they're more likely to drink cinnamon or sprinkle it on their foods. So you really just have to see where it is with the person. But it doesn't hurt, in closing, to discuss the health benefits of tea. And regardless of flavor, if they're already predisposed to I should be drinking tea because it's good for me, then they're going to be open to it before we even get to the flavor profiles, which we'll talk about in the next episode. So definitely tell them and show them, or have them Google the health benefits of tea. And I think not just in terms of the antioxidants, but cognition, skin, hair, bones, just everything. Again, it's the healthiest beverage on the planet for a reason. So let them look it up on their own. And once they reach this point where they're open to it, and then we'll talk about flavors, which is the next episode. Guys, post in the comments, have you talked to your man about the health benefits of tea? Or did you come to tea because you learned about its health benefits? Until next time, take care and God bless.